Have you ever seen a dog laying on a table? Kitchen, that's basically like a kitchen table. Let's see what she has to say about this. Hello? Hello, Shepherd. Can you explain to me what's going on in your dog universe? That's some weird stuff, man. That's one of the strangest things I've ever seen in my life. Come here. What do you have to say for yourself? That sometimes it's just weird around here, you know? Sometimes it's just weird. Okay, so I shaved. My face hasn't seen the light of day in more than 4 years, so I am going to go out and surprise Delta. She hasn't seen me. Sometimes shepherds freak out when a big change like this. She might not even recognize me. We'll see. I should really change into some new pants so she doesn't absolutely know it's me. We'll see if it works. Ha-ha! You did it. First thing you noticed. Hey, come here. Do you think I changed myself? Did I shave my fur? How did I do this? What goes to my dog's head, huh? What happens? What happens to dogs? I'm trying to understand about canines. Won't you explain to me? Delta, how do you know what you know? This is my toy, not your toy. Oh. You're talking about your teeth. You don't want tooth split. Jaws are size. Seriously. I got this for my jaw. I've been exercising my jaw, and I ordered this from the mail, one of those infomercial things. I was just hanging out in the house. Next thing I know, here comes this dog. She wants to leave, wants to go out here in the rain, and she had this in her mouth. This is my toy. This is my think like dog, huh? You try to steal it no more. You have your weenie dog. I have my daughter's size. I saw these online and I thought that'd be kind of cool. Makes a lot of sense that you don't really exercise your jaw. And I've had my jaw broken a lot, so I've been going to the chiropractor for 20 years and having it adjusted. So I'm trying to keep you from not stealing my stuff. One of these other ones came up missing, and I knew that I kept it in the right place. I knew you had something to do with it, Shepherd. I'm gonna find it out here in all this rubble of things that you have stolen and you have chewed up, and then we're gonna have to have a little discussion about things. Now I have your attention. Okay, so I guess I'll give you a couple of dog training tricks. So, high ball drive dog, you want your dog staring at you. These people that do dog training, and then they do a lot of videos, so if you're looking for a puppy, one of the tricks that they do is they put a little kibble in their hand, like I would this ball, and you walk along, and then the dog's all attentive. And you know, the thing about these guys is they don't fake their attention span. I know that sometimes when people go to get dogs, the breeders or the trainers are trying to show how attentive and amazing the dogs are, but when they're baby puppies, a lot of times they just follow the smell of the kibble in the hand. The lady that sold me Delta tried that one on me. She says, oh, you know, this dog has X amount of training and I want X amount of money for it or whatever. And I was like, okay. So, you know, I went out there and I said, how much training could you put on a 10-week-old puppy? So I was like, all right, get to it. Show me what this dog's got. obedience wise, because that's what you would work on first. And you know, she'd, you know, sit and plots, and that's German for just German dog training. So anyway, and she's going through her legs, and I was like, open your hand, and you see the, like, it wasn't just kibble, it was like the super awesomest dog treat ever. I said, okay, so without this treat now, show me the dog's obedience. Lady couldn't get her to do anything. So let's just say I renegotiated my price on Delta, which at a discounted rate was $2,500. So a lot of times people ask me, you know, what does a dog like this cost? And you know, I stole her. And you know, the thing about her, you never know how a dog is going to turn out. You try to raise it up the right way, and you hope that it just turns out great, but you never know. And I mean, from watching this channel, you see what a boss she is. I don't know how many comments we get talking about, you know, how amazing she is. Like, seriously, this is the most legit, brave, cool, amazing dog. And I can almost guarantee that if I get her a really amazing male, her puppies are going to turn out world class. Live the other day with Simple Life Reclaimed, and thanks if you haven't checked that out. It was really funny, especially towards the end. I think we just got tired and we started saying funny things. So that's what happens with those lives, I guess. That was my first one. It was really cool. Thanks to Mel and Gary and everybody that tuned in. That really helped a lot with my watch time too. I'm almost there. Anyway, so it's muggy and cold and yucky. Look, I did sun tea a couple days ago, and like, nobody wants to drink sun tea when it's cold outside. I don't pay attention to that. I don't even know what day it is today. I like it that way. So I am so blessed to have this land. Having land like this and having time and having a little bit of money to take care of things is such a blessing, and especially this time of life. I don't know about everybody else, but I haven't had an easy life, and it's been hard sometimes. And I've noticed that, like my dad, he died when I was 23. He was only 53 himself. My mom just a little bit after that. So the thing that I've noticed about people in my life is that they never get a chance to enjoy it. They work and then they die. And I didn't want to be one of those people. So I thank God that I get to live like this now. And you know, it's not always tip top. It's not always the best. I mean, obviously I don't live in a very expensive camper, but it's really nice. And I try to do the best that I can with it. I'm really frugal. So the idea that I bought, you know, a 33-foot camper that I've been living in for 2 years and spent I was wondering if something was tromping back here in the woods. I guess it was just a tree limb. But I spent $800 to remodel it, make it really nice. And to me, that's a win, you know, because I know a lot of people that go and get financing for a camper when they're going to do something like this and spend, well, I don't know, some of those campers can cost $100,000. They have to get ridiculous financing or whatever. And then they have the camper for a couple years and they just live in it hard, you know how you do with your kids, and you know you're living in it, and those things are not meant to be lived in every single day. And then they build their house, and then it's time to sell that camper because they have some crazy monthly mortgage payment on it, but the camper's not hardly worth anything. So I was just really blessed to, you know, get my camper. And I just spend money differently, I think, than a lot of people. You know, I drive a 20-year-old truck. You know, I dreamed about having a bass boat my whole life. And then finally when I bought one, it was a $3,000 one. You know what I mean? To me, that's just perfect because I do everything in cash. But it's nice to dream, and having this land, it's given me a lot of purpose. And you know, I have these dreams in my head. What I wanted to do is have dogs, German Shepherd Ranch. I have been a dog guy for a long time, so I am gonna build an amazing kennel, and I'm gonna fence it off, and I'm gonna have, like, you know, an amazing, like, cool thing for dogs to do, you know, like, I don't know, obstacle courses and things, you know, that you can train puppies. And I was just thinking how I might want to, I mean, I'm gonna have to breed her anyway because I want more dogs, but the average litter of a shepherd like her will be 11 to 13, so that's a ton of extra dogs. And I thought, well, I mean, down the road I may wish to have several breeding pairs and really just establish a top-notch line. And sure, it's fun. I mean, nothing will make you happier than a house full of silly dogs. A lot of people mistake Delta for a Malinois, like a Belgian, because of her size. And she's the smallest working line Czech Shepherd that I've ever had. My last female was, she was more around 80-ish. She was more fluffy. When she wanted to be the big girl on the block, she could fluff up pretty big. But the males are bigger. People ask me, you know, what's the deal with them, you know, because they recognize them. You'll see it, that the face of a Czech Shepherd looks different than a face of any other dog. A lot of times you'll see black on black. That was like my last dog, but her face looks identical to any of her kinfolk out there. And you'll see military and some police working dogs, and people ask, well, what's the advantage? Why not just a Shepherd, or why not a Malinois? And I think that this type of Shepherd's more kind of best of both worlds. This dog, as well as my other dog, could she can fetch a basketball. So her bite is literally the size of a human head. I have pictures of my other dog, like, palming people's heads in her mouth. It's just, it's crazy. Their speed, her top speed right now, I've got it measured at 33 so far, 0 to 33 on my four-wheeler, and she maintained it for a long time. Her average speed, they're just beasts, kind of like what you guys have been seeing on the channel. They're just workhorses, and their jump, her vertical jump is about 6 feet. Border guards, that's what they were bred for. So mountain dogs just patrolling the Czechoslovakian border up in the mountains on their own. So they're a very territorial dog. Once you lay down a dog's running room pretty much on land like this, they won't ever leave. I found this spot that drops all the way straight down to the lake down there, and from the lake I can, on the right view, and in the afternoon I can almost see up here, and I can see stuff. So anyway, you see how steep that is, right? I'm getting kind of butterflies just even standing here. So we're just standing here looking around, and see how the dog's always following me with her ball in her mouth, right? So she was here somewhere, and she dropped the ball, and it bounces and bounces and goes shh. And I said, you know, bonsai, maybe we'll find that at the lake. Really, that was just, you know, it was gone. So what does she do? Like, she just runs over here, hops. I said, don't do it. You know, she goes over here, and me and Desmond are like, no. And then she goes over here, goes over there. You hear some stuff. She's gone for about 5 minutes, but you don't hear any, like, crashes. You don't hear any, like, I don't know, things that look like it's going to be real bad for her or whatever. And then, I don't know, maybe another 5 minutes, we're up here talking about something else, and here comes a dog with that ball. I didn't tell her to get it. In fact, I told her, well, I mean, I didn't tell her not to, you know what I mean? But she knows. Like, she went down and just grabbed it, came back up, no big deal. She's like, here you go. You can't fake that. And that is something that's a rare quality in a dog. And her loyalty, the way that she bonds is a really great thing. Like, me and her are so tight. Ever since she was 10 weeks, it's been me and her together. The only time that we've ever spent apart was last summer when I went to Peru and spent the summer in Peru. My friend kept Delta, but otherwise me and her have never been apart. We had that one night apart when she got hurt. If you haven't watched that video, check that out. She did that all to herself. Big injury. I was throwing the stick like you see me throwing the ball all the time. It was over there where the well guy was doing the well. And I'm just checking the stick. She's bringing it to me like she always does. And I just threw it. And then she ends up impaling herself on a hardened hickory branch. You know how logs are in the woods. There was apparently a sharp hickory branch pointing, and she got it stuck in her sternum. It was right when the coronavirus thing started happening, so that was scary. So eventually Delta's mate will be found. I can't wait to find him, and I haven't started looking yet, but I can't, because I'll start really geeking out, and that'll be all I think about is black male German Shepherds. I think you're manipulating me. Now you've got me doing a video about your future dog husband, and I think that you have now manipulated me. That's what's happened around here. A minute ago, I wasn't thinking about being outside at all, and I certainly wasn't thinking about a dog husband. And now I'm doing a video to tell these people about great dog traits and a dog husband. That does sound like you have some brain control on me. This dog has manipulation powers. These eyes. You can definitely see why these dogs are guard dogs. So I'm gonna do a gate here pretty soon, and you know, a little bit of woodwork up at the top of the place up there where I do a gate. And I may do a thing that says German Shepherd Ranch, and I was trying to think what would be a funny thing underneath it. Where canines roam free. I thought numerous canines roaming. See, I didn't. Give me some ideas. I mean, basically I want to be classy about telling people that I got a bunch of dogs over here, and it's probably a bad idea for them to come over here and be grumpy. I always wanted to have a dog like her. I grew up watching White Fang, or not watching, excuse me, reading. Watching, that just came out. What a letdown! Oh my gosh, I was gonna do a movie review about Harrison Ford and how he killed, or what was that, Call of the Wild? Man, that dude wrecked that movie. I read that book I don't know how many times as a kid, and I did a date night for me and Delta. I was gonna take her to, okay, I'm crazy. Did I just say that on YouTube? I was going to take Delta when they announced the Call of the Wild and Harrison Ford, you know, like he's an old timer now, and I love that book. I thought, oh, I want to take her to the movies. Like, I'm going to take her on a legit dinner date, take her to a nice little restaurant, fill up our bellies, and then go watch it at our little local theater over in Conway. And then COVID happened, and I'm like, dang it. You know, but then it came out on Redbox, so I went and got it. You know, and same thing. We cooked. I mean, for real. This is like Lady and the Tramp kind of stuff. I can't believe I'm even saying this. I think I'm crazy. I fixed her like steak, like a pan-fried ribeye with linguine and an Italian red sauce, and red sauce over everything. I let her eat with me at the table. We had a date. I made her own dang steak. She settles into her like little chill spot on the couch, and we started watching that movie. And that movie sucked. That was the worst that was the worst movie. They had like holograms. It was less believable than Lion King. I mean, I was so tore up about it. I went onto the Netflix website and left a harsh review. I mean, truthful review, but pretty harsh. Anyway, I shouldn't have been so worked up about it. But that's what you do when you're single. That's what you do when you're a bachelor. You take your dog on the most amazing dates. What else have I done with you? We went to Hot Springs on opening day of the races last year and stayed in an Airbnb. That was a good date. What else? Gosh, we're sitting over here. Not here, but at this other place, you know, and it's just like, I wanted to get out and explore a little bit. I got craving for Brazilian barbecue. So we drove to Memphis. That was about not quite 3 hours away, I guess. Stayed at a little Airbnb and went and ate at this place called Texas de Brazil. I think that's a chain, so I think it's like a nationwide deal. And at first, on first look, the $50 plate for, you know, all you can eat, all this Brazilian barbecue sounds like a crazy amount of money, but it was me and her. So when we tag teamed that stuff, man, we wrecked it. Okay, hold on, sorry. You're not supposed to feed a service dog in public. However, we wrecked it. They just, guys come, if you haven't been to Brazilian barbecue, you need to check it out, because they come through with platters of stuff, and they, you know, they just keep coming by, and literally all the food you can eat. So me and this dog left there. We looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow people. Like, we stayed at this little Airbnb that wasn't that far away from the place downtown on Beale Street, and it was like a little cute place that was behind somebody's house, you know, so there was a, you know, the backyard's kind of adjoined, I guess, you know, and they just had like a little caretaker's house, and we slept in, and she went outside. I don't know, she was out there for a while. I would assume that he would have needed a bigger shovel to clean up that dog pookie in the morning. That was some legit protein. Does anybody else have stupid dog stories like this? I challenge you to tell me some stupid dog stories like this. Okay, what's the most fancy thing my dog Delta has ever done? Keep in mind, she's only 2. Last dog had way more fancy stuff. Last dog met a governor. Oh, I know. Took her to the Nutcracker ballet. It's like a wintertime thing I love to do. And we got dressed up and we went to a ballet together. So the thing about me is that I have just been content to be alone, like happy to be a bachelor, because it's kind of a dream. Pooped at Walmart. This is real talk. Seriously, how many? I'm gonna put her at about 6. She got real trigger happy when she was a puppy. Something about Walmart just caused her to drop them. One time it was so huge. Let's tell them about our first date. You want to tell them about our first date? She was a little 10-week-old puppy, and I took her to the movies, and I sat her down next to my popcorn and my large drink, you know, the one they sell you for $13 at the stupid movie theater. Anyway, the popcorn was bigger than the whole dog. I was just doing a cost-benefit analysis. You know how I complain about your dog food being $50 a bag? That's about 2 weeks worth of food. When I take a girl out to dinner, that's about $100. I think you're a much better alternative than a girlfriend. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Oh, the elephant in the room. I forgot. I shaved. I was sitting around thinking, gross. I'm tired of it. It's been 4 years. 4 years and November. What do they call it? Movember. I've had a beard on my face the whole time, so I just decided to whack it off. It's coming back. I wanted to have a big beard, and the way that my lines were, I have wavy beard, so I have calyx, and it would start to like get all funky. Like I need to have hair down here, I guess, if I'm gonna have a big beard. So the beard specialist that I spoke to told me I had to start over. So I thought I would look like me, like this, for a minute. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think I look younger? I've been told I look a lot younger with a beard. I look like a dork. Well, Miss Kathy, my hair cutter, she can't even look at me. It's so funny. She's like, you don't even look like you. She says I look older without the beard. So you tell me, what's the consensus on it? But it is coming back, just with a different shape. What in the hell was I just talking about? Delta, what was I talking about? Then all of a sudden I'm talking about my beard? Dang it. I have lost my mind. What is wrong with me? What in tarnation? If you had to tell me what you thought was my problem in 3 words or less, what would it be? We need to talk. I hear you want to have puppies. Do you even know anything about this guy? Your future dog husband. My princess, I'm not letting anybody lay his paws on you. Now you say you're into older men? How long have you been into older men? Why don't you want a young puppy? You're like a year-old pup. They're not squared away. They don't have kennels. Don't got a job. They just play dog games. They got lots of baby mamas. I'm not sure. I think you're going to put the ball before you're going to put your dog husband. Is the ball more important than the dog husband? Are you just using the dog husband for procreation and puppies? Well, thanks for watching German Shepherd Ranch. If you're new here, welcome. And we do several videos a week, and we are homesteading on our land in the Ozarks. We've lived here alone in this general area for about 2 years. I have a 5th wheel that we're living in until we build our home. I'm about to buy a lumber mill, sawmill, and mill up my own lumber and build the house of our dreams right here, which is a 1-bedroom home. I like to live small. I like to live minimalist. We're just enjoying our blessings and the fruit of our labor. So if you'd like to watch that, follow along, please. I'm not sure what's happening with YouTube. I've noticed that people are saying that they don't really get the notifications. So just know that I do several videos a week. Check back in. Here in the next little bit, I'm going to start getting normalized where I can tell you, 2 days a week, plus maybe a live chat. Let me know if you like that live chat. I think that there was, I don't know, in between, there was always about 20, but maybe up to about 60 or 70 people in the live chat. Are you guys interested in that? It rocked out my watch time. I am going to get monetized this month, maybe in the next couple weeks. I don't know how long it takes them to kind of go through their thing, but I'm going to have the minimums that I never thought I'd get just in a few months, so thank you for that. But if you like me to do the live chat and you got something out of that, let me know. I thought the live chat would be kind of cool to do that kind of thing with other channels, the collab like I did with Simple Life Reclaimed. I've got several other people that I stay in touch with, and we're doing similar things. I thought it might be kind of a cool format with other people. If you know of anybody, any like super to-do people on YouTube, and you want to pass my name along for some sort of collab, that'd be cool. So like if you know like a Casey Neistat, or oh no, like one of those dudes that's got like a few million, that would be awesome. If not, and you just have Facebook and you'd like to share one of my videos, that'd be super cool. I don't do social media. I have Instagram just so I could do sort of behind the scenes, but I don't do social media. But we will say sayonara from German Shepherd Ranch in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas on our little slice of heaven. Until next time, see y'all later.